A private video purportedly featuring Kirk Frost has been leaked, and the footage is spreading like wildfire. Fans are in shock, wondering who leaked it, what's in it, and how it will affect his marriage. However, the real shocker is Rashida's explosive reaction to the news, which has some people speculating about it. The internet is on fire with the latest scandal rocking the hip-hop world. Kirk Frost is the man known for his high-profile marriage to Rashida. Others are certain that there is more to this leak than meets the eye, that the person behind it could be a bitter ex, a jealous rival, or someone much closer than expected. As accusations fly, secrets start to come to light, and trust is destroyed in ways no one could have predicted. This scandal has left fans split, with some defending Kirk, while others are certain that this is the ultimate betrayal and that it comes just when you. Though Kirk Frost had always been extremely cautious to avoid allowing anything like this to happen, no one could have prepared him for what was about to happen. The internet had gone viral overnight, with his name trending on all major platforms and the word Kirk Frost, and leaked videos flooding timelines, gossip blogs, and news sites, and fans were shocked, alarmed, and desperate for answers. Rejected it, saying it was a fake. Others were certain that this was the last straw for Kirk and Rashida's already rocky marriage, but it was nothing compared to the storm that was building inside her house. Rashida had just finished a meeting for her beauty brand when her phone began to vibrate wildly with calls and texts. At first, she assumed it was related to business, possibly some news going viral about her products. But then she noticed the barrage of messages from friends, fans, and industry insiders she didn't know personally. "Girl, check your phone now. Please tell me this isn't real and call me right away." Her stomach dropped when she clicked on the first link someone sent her, and she felt as though the ground had vanished beneath her feet. It was a leaked video, and it was obvious that it was her husband, Kirk Frost. She froze, unable to comprehend what she was seeing. The clip wasn't even high quality, but the setting. Her hands trembled as she put down the phone, wondering if this was real or pretend. She wanted to think it was some sort of twisted manipulation or deepfake, but she had witnessed this before, when Kirk got caught up in a drama that he always swore was nothing. The voices and the unmistakable figure of Kirk sitting too close to another woman, whispering something in her ear, were enough to set the internet on fire and break her heart. When Kirk's world came crashing down, he paused, confused by the tension in her voice, and asked, "What's wrong?" Rashida didn't say anything. She just held up her phone, hit play, and watched as Kirk's face went completely white. His lips slightly parted, and his jaw enlarged as the video played. Rashida locked eyes with him, explaining. Now Kirk ran a hand over his head, inhaling sharply. "This isn't what it looks like," she said. "Do you realize how humiliating this is for me, our kids, and our business?" Rashida's voice trembled with anger before Kirk could answer his phone. It was his manager. He hesitated before answering, then put it on speaker for Kirk. Kirk shook his head. "I swear this is old. I don't even remember this. Someone is trying to set me up. That's your excuse. We need to find out quickly." "Oh, now you care about finding out," that Rashida crossed her arms. "You should have considered that before you got caught up in this mess." The argument intensified as social media continued to erupt with theories. Some fans defended Kirk, claiming the video was ad-generated or taken out of context, but others are pulling out. This is a huge problem everywhere. Sponsors are calling, demanding answers, and some are pulling out. "We weren't buying it." Then, things took a much darker turn. A mystery account on social media with the handle AAL Truth Uncovered started posting cryptic messages. "You all thought that was bad, but wait, more footage is coming soon." Panic set in, and Kirk didn't know what else was out there, what else they could do, or what could be worse than this. Then, like a freight train, someone who claimed to be the woman in the video came forward with receipts, and Kirk's hands trembled as he. Rashida stood across from him, arms crossed tightly, her face a storm of emotions, her phone buzzing again. Another message she read aloud, her voice laced with fury. "Michelle just texted me. Girl, this woman is doing an interview right now. Why?" Kirk's stomach twisted into knots, and he had to see this for himself. He was scrolling through his phone, his heart pounding in his chest. The internet was on fire, and now a woman had come forward claiming to be the one in the video. When he tapped the link, he saw their worst play out in real time. A famous gossip blogger was sitting across from a woman wearing a sleek black dress, her hair in flawless waves, her nails perfectly manicured, and her expression calm and confident, as if she had been waiting for this moment. The blogger leaned forward, her eyes gleaming. "So let's get right to the point. You're saying you were with Kirk Frost in that video," and the woman smirked. "But I'm not saying." Whatever the video says, it felt like she was lying. Where was she from? The blogger pressed further. "When did this happen?" Some people believe it's an old clip, while others claim it's artificial intelligence. The woman tilted her head, staring directly into the camera. Rashida gave a sharp, bitter laugh, saying, "Recently, Kirk, what the hell is she talking about?" Kirk shook his head frantically, saying, "She's lying. I don't even know her." Then the woman took out her phone. "He is acting as though he has amnesia. Let's help him remember things." She tapped her screen, and a new video appeared in a matter of seconds. It wasn't leaked. It wasn't blurry. It was clear. Kirk was laughing, sitting close to her, and his hand was on her thigh. The blogger gasped. "Oh my God." Rashida felt sick. The woman smirked. "And just so you don't think I'm making this up, I'll show you the text messages she pulled up." Screenshots of Kirk's messages when you're returning to Atlanta. Kirk said, "Miss that smile. Don't trip. I got you. Just keep that." Kirk froze, and Rashida's hands were shaking. "You were texting her too," but Kirk's mind was racing. "You must be lying. I didn't send that. Someone was trying to set me up." But Rashida wasn't listening anymore, and her world was falling apart. The blogger leaned in, consuming the drama. "What are you saying now?" "There's more." The woman smiled knowingly, saying, "Oh baby, this is just the beginning. I have more, a lot more." And then she revealed that there was a second video in which Kirk's breath was caught and his entire body went as Mel. The blogger almost screamed. I wasn't going to say anything yet, but since Kirk was acting brand new, the woman leaned back casually. "Trust me, this video is worse than the first one, and Kirk couldn't breathe if there was another one coming his way." Career, his marriage, everything was over, and Rashida got up so quickly that her chair almost toppled over. "You know what? I'm done. I can't do this anymore, Kirk. I've defended you. I've forgiven you, but this is so disrespectful." Kirk reached out to Rashida, but she refused to give him that satisfaction, so she grabbed her phone and went live on Instagram without hesitation. The internet went crazy. I don't even know what to say. I really don't, but just know that I'm not dealing with this anymore. Back at the blogger studio, the woman was still talking, and before I forget, she smirked. "There's a reason Kirk doesn't want to admit this in that second video, and he knows exactly what's in it and when it was made." As made, fans flooded the comments again, demanding answers, saying, "Girl, we got your back. Leave him. I'm he, not Ken again. This is crazy." Drops. Everyone will know too. Kirk's phone buzzed with a new notification that the second video was coming soon. Kirk felt the walls closing in, but he waited until the moment hit him like a ton of bricks. He felt paralyzed, his mind racing to process the catastrophe that was happening in front of him, his private words and voice turning into a weapon against him. The internet was already tearing him apart, breaking down every second of the leaked video, making theories and spreading it. This man has never been faithful, but this is a new low. Tell that side chick to remove the entire video. We need the full story. Imagine embarrassing your wife like this again. I hope she takes everything. The air in the room felt thick, suffocating Kirk's entire reputation. The wildfire of scandal that was now out of his control made his hands shake as he scrolled through the comments. They weren't just bad, they were brutal. Riva needs to leave him. His career and marriage were about to fall apart when a notification said, "Live now, Rashida Frost, I have something to say." Kirk's hands were shaking and his stomach was turned over as he tapped on the video. Thousands of people were watching it already, and the comment section was moving so quickly that he could hardly keep up. Everyone wanted to know what Rashida was going to say, so she appeared on screen sitting in what appeared to be her boutique, without makeup or ostentatious attire. Inhaling deeply, I'm not sure how to begin, but I know that you've watched the video, that you all have opinions, and that you'll want me to react. Her voice faltered a little, but she remained firm, and believe me, I'm feeling many emotions right now. The comments were blowing up, so please say that you're leaving him, Rashida. We stand with you, sis girl. Don't cry over that man. He isn't worth it. Rashida exhaled slowly, feeling hurt, embarrassed, and disrespected. Kirk felt like he was going to get sick, and then her tone changed. But let me be clear about something. What are you all seeing? What do you think? It's not the whole story. Kirk blinked, and then the comment section exploded with confusion. What does that mean? Is she claiming it's a fake story? Is Kirk innocent? Rashida leaned forward. There are many people out there who would love to see me leave my husband. Her voice hardened, but what you're all not asking is, who is this woman and why is she doing this? The comment section changed. Wait a minute, she's questioning the girl. Maybe she's not leaving KTK. Kurt's heart pounded. Was she defending him? Rashida folded her arms and said, I'm not stupid, and I know when somebody's trying to play me. With that, she ended the live stream, and Kirk let out a sharp exhale. Before he could even process his next move, a new bombshell dropped. The side chick went L, and this time she wasn't playing around. Kirk's blood ran. The phone rang immediately. It was Ben Zeno again. What happened was Kirk shaking his head, still in shock. I don't even know, man. She basically left it open-ended. People don't know what to believe. Some people think she's about to expose you, while others think she's about to take you back. Kirk rubbed his face. The woman was furious as he clicked H on the notification. Her usual smirk had vanished, and her tone had become deadly serious. Oh, so now she wanted to play detective, as if she didn't know who I was. All right, let's play. Then the comments came pouring in, and the girl exposed Kirk completely by holding up her phone, because you'll want to act like I'm lying. This is the complete voicemail Kirk left me, unedited and unfiltered, and it will reveal exactly what kind of man he is. Kirk's voice filled the air as she hit play, saying, Look, we have to keep this between us. I already have too much heat on me, Rashida. If this gets out, I'm done for. Just lay low, and we'll talk later. The internet exploded, and Kirk felt his whole body go numb. The phone slipped from his hands as the realization hit him like a tidal wave. There was no turning back from this. Within minutes of Rashida ending her live stream, the internet exploded, her words were shared, and these two words were now trending alongside Kirk Frost's name on all social media platforms. Not only were fans commenting on the drama, but major gossip blogs, celebrity insiders, and even other reality stars had begun to weigh in. Kirk sat frozen in his living room, staring blankly at the screen, his phone ringing nonstop, Paul's messages DNS. But he couldn't bring himself to answer any of them because he had dealt with scandals before and had resolved them with. The world now knows that Kirk sat down feeling the weight of everything crushing him. He had seen Rashida more times than he could count, but this time it felt different, this final. A loud knock at the door jolted him back to reality, and he hesitated before getting up, knowing exactly who it would be. Zeno stood on the other side, arms crossed, shaking his head as he stepped inside. Bro, what the hell did you do? Kirk sighed, rubbing his temples, and Zeno scoffed. No, don't play dumb, you know? Kirk clenched his jaw. I didn't even know she had the voicemail. Then Zeno shook his head. It doesn't matter. It's out now, and Rashida isn't playing. He took out his phone and scrolled through it. She just posted something else, and his stomach twisted as he took it. I could hardly keep up with the damn comments she put you on blast, bro. And that voicemail man, Ben Zeno, let out a low whistle. You really messed up this time, Kirk's stomach. Zeno sat across from him, watching him as he exhaled sharply and ran a hand over his face, saying, "You know she's about to make moves, right? This isn't just social media drama, she's serious." Then Zeno didn't immediately respond, leaning back and letting out a breath. "I think for the first time that she might be done for real." Kirk shook his head, saying, "No, man, we've been through too much. We have history." Then Zeno leaned forward and said, "This isn't like the last time you were caught in 4K. You lied to her face, and the proof came out in your own damn voice. What's she supposed to do?" Kirk swallowed hard, his mind racing. What about their business and empire? He thought, pulling up the numbers for their companies and checking emails. His worst fear was that confirmed brand deals were already pulling back. Family, she just needs time. Then Zeno looked over his shoulder and said, "Oh, you just realized, bro, Rashida is the face of Yoel's brand. If she walks away, what do you think happens to all this?" Kirk's hands were clenched into fists. He needed to fix this quickly, but before he could even think of a plan, another notification appeared about Rashida. Their endorsements were at risk, and people weren't just angry at Kirk. They were siding with Rashida, which meant trouble for everything they had built together. He knew how these interviews worked. They weren't just about clearing the air, they were about tearing people apart, and now Kirk was the villain. Frost was scheduled to appear on the Shave Room Live interview. Kirk's heart almost stopped as she was about to tell the world everything. Kirk's grip tightened around his phone as he reread the headline. Rashida was about to go live on the Shade Room, which meant she was done staying silent, which meant she was about to expose everything. His breathing became shallow. Ben Zeno was still watching him in this story with his arms crossed, so you better hope she didn't say anything that would ruin you. Kirk gave him a glare, and the moment you thought she was going to hold back, Zeno scoffed, saying, "This is the Shade Room they live for." Kirk's mind raced and she exhaled sharply. Perhaps she wouldn't go that far, or perhaps she just said that she needed space to work through things. Rashida was sitting in a dimly lit room with her expression unreadable when the live notification appeared on his screen. Kurt's hands were clammy as he tapped in, his pulse pounding in his ears. Rashida took a deep breath and shook her head. "Honestly, I don't even know where to begin." The chat was going crazy, and the host wasted no time, bro. Rashida paused before continuing, telling him, "I never wanted to be in this position. I never wanted to bring my personal business to social media, but when you're constantly disrespected, when you're constantly lied to," and her eyes darkened. "You've got to stop protecting the person who wouldn't protect you," she said, leaning in. "Are you saying Kirk wasn't just lying, but he's been doing this for a while?" Rashida nodded slowly. "This isn't the answer." When people heard that, the internet went crazy and Rashida's expression hardened. The voicemail was just the tip of the iceberg, and the chat exploded again. What else is she hiding from Kirk? Like clobbing him off now that he could barely breathe? Zeno, whistleblower, this is bad. This time, however, was different. Kirk felt his stomach drop, and the host pressed on. "Let's talk about that voicemail." The host blinked. Rashida nodded. More recordings, more messages, more evidence that the internet went crazy, and Kirk almost dropped his phone. Benzo's eyes widened, and he shook his head. "I don't know if she's bluffing. She must be bluffing." But Rashida wasn't done. "I've been quiet for too long. I'm not holding back anymore," she said firmly. The host's eyes gleamed with anticipation. "What's next, Rashida?" "Have you finished?" A long, tense pause then. Finally, Rashida looks directly into the camera. The live cutoff ended, and the room fell silent. His career, marriage, reputation, and everything else were all falling apart in front of him, and there was nothing he could do about it. The internet is on fire, and the drama is only getting worse. The biggest question now is what Kirk Frost will do next. Will he fight back, or will his legacy end with more secrets? Reveal, or is there still a chance for Red redemption? One thing is certain though, this story is far from finished, and we know you all have opinions, so let's hear them. Do you think Kirk can move past this scandal, or is his time in the spotlight officially over? Please share your thoughts in the comment section below, and like this video if you want to receive updates on this exciting drama. Hit that and subscribe to the channel. Notification bell because you can rely on us too. tea is just getting started.